guys, I'm Gabby and welcome to my channel. If you're new here and if you're returning, thank you so much and welcome back. Okay guys, so this is part 2 of a series on how to get through the NVC stage of your immigration journey. So if you haven't already, I suggest you pause this video and go check out the first video that I did so you can come up to speed on how to start the process, and then come back to this video to continue, because it's a series and you need to follow it in a specific step, because that's what NVC wants. They don't allow for you to jump all over and decide what you're going to complete. It is an outline step of what you do first, second, third, etc. So if you haven't, go check out that video and then come back and see me. All right, we have gotten our updated status that we've been waiting on, and we're about to jump into the video. But just before I jump into it, I just want to say that I want you to be clear on what it is you're doing. So when we're talking about the Affidavit of Support, or the AOS, or the form I-864, you'll hear those three terms. It's all the same thing. When we're talking about that particular form is for the U.S. citizen or the U.S. resident alien, the person that's trying to bring the immigrant over, the person that is sponsoring to bring the immigrant over. That is for you. That is the form that you are to complete, because it is based on your financial and income background. Basically, you're showing the government that you bring in enough income to take care of your entire household, which includes the immigrant that's coming over. Okay, got that? The immigrant visa application, that is for, as it says, the immigrant. That's the part, that's the form, that's the application that the immigrant should be filling out. Also on that form, they'll be filling out information about the petitioner, but the bulk of that form is about the immigrant. So I just wanted to clarify that so you can keep that in mind as you are navigating this website and filling out the information. All right, so we're going to jump into the video. So guys, this is the home page for the Council Electronic Applications Center, and as you can see, we can see some updates and changes from the last time when we paid our fees. So let's look a little closer. Just FYI, what you see covered up here are my name and baby girl's name. We can already see the difference now. We had to wait 2 to 3 days for our fees to be marked as paid, and as we can see, they have been. You notice under the Affidavit of Support fee is now marked as paid, and under the IV or immigration visa fee is now marked as paid. And the Start Now button was blue. They were blue and the links were inactive. We weren't able to do anything. Now they are red, which means they are active. But we also noticed something else different. Under the Affidavit of Support, there are two new active buttons: Add Joint Sponsor and Add Household Member. You have to meet the poverty guideline numbers, minimum numbers that they provide. There's something called a poverty guideline, and I think you have to be 125% above the poverty guideline. So if you are a household of 2, you need to be making at least $22,887. If you're a household of 3, you need to be making $28,787. So this will show you. So if you do not meet the income requirements to sponsor someone, then you would include a joint sponsor, or you can include someone from your household, someone who lives in your household and who is working as well. You can use their income as a way to qualify as well. They too will have to meet some requirements, and they will have to complete the Affidavit of Support as well. The Affidavit of Support just basically shows that you make the right amount of income to be able to take care of financially your household and the immigrant that's coming over to the U.S. If I needed to add a joint sponsor, I would click Add Joint Sponsor, and then this screen will populate. It says if the petitioner cannot meet the income requirements outlined in I-864 poverty guideline, then a joint sponsor can help them meet the requirements. They just need to be 18 years of age, a citizen or a green card holder, and they have to prove that they are a citizen or green card holder, and you would just enter their name here, their surname, given name, their date of birth. They'll have to fill the affidavit of support form as well, and then they'll upload that affidavit of support form here, and then their proof of status here, and submit it. Okay. This is what the affidavit of support form looks like. You'll be able to download it from the SEAC website. This form will be requesting information about you, the sponsor, the U.S. resident or U.S. Citizen that is bringing over the immigrant. So they'll be asking you about your financial information, meaning who's your employer, what's your income, the size of your household, because all of these things will determine if you make enough income to sponsor the immigrant. So you'll need to make sure you have the last 3 years of your IRS tax transcripts or returns, because you'll need to enter what your income was for those past 3 years on this form. However, you will only need to upload the last or the most recent year of your tax returns to the SEAC website. You also need to print out this form. Although you can enter in the information from the screen, you'll need to print out this form, because there may be some fields where you may need to write in your answers, and you also are going to need to sign this form. So yes, you'll need to print it out, finish filling it out, sign it, and then you'll need to scan, save it to your computer, and then upload it back to the SEAC website. So for now, what I want to do is to go ahead and I want to do my documents, so my affidavit of support and my financial evidence. So this is evidence showing that I can, financially take responsibility. So as it says here, it says the next step after paying your affidavit of support fee is to upload your affidavit of support or financial evidence documents to the case. So let's click on that. We're going to do that. The 2 blue arrows that I have circled, when you click on them, they will give you options to upload your forms to the system, as well as give you an option to download your affidavit of support form so that you can complete it. So once you complete the form and scan it and save it to your computer, you'll come back to this arrow, click on it, and upload it to the SEAC system. Okay, so it's showing that the file is uploaded. As you can see, underneath status is showing uploaded. See at the bottom of the page, they give you tips for scanning and uploading, as well as how to upload and update documents. There's a video, and some FAQs as well. Okay guys, so I have uploaded my form I-864, which is my affidavit of support, and I have uploaded my income tax return, which you can see underneath the word status that they are uploaded. So now I'm going to click the submit documents button to actually submit the documents to NVC. Although they're uploaded, I still have to hit the submit form. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do next. Let's click the submit button. Now it says document submission confirmation. Your documents will be sent to NVC for them to review. If something is missing or incorrect, NVC will send you an email. You will then be able to return to this page to make changes or submit additional documents as requested. So it will ask you if you're ready to submit, and you just click yes or no, and it will send your information off to NVC for review. Yes. It says document submission received. Your documents have been submitted to NVC. If any document does not satisfy submission standards, you'll be contacted to submit a replacement for the rejected document. Your case won't be transferred to the embassy until a document satisfies submission standards. You must bring all your original documents to your interview at the embassy so that the counselor can compare them to the submitted electronic documents. If you don't bring the originals, you will be delayed. Okay? So let's return to the page. Okay guys, so we're back at the home screen. So what we have done so far is we have uploaded our affidavit of support. It's marked as paid, and you notice that under the affidavit of support documents and financial evidence, it shows that it has been submitted. So now we need to move on to the applicant information, which is the person that's immigrating. We now need to start our form for the immigration visa application. So this is the application that the person that's immigrating should complete. However, you can complete this application on their behalf, and especially since baby girl is a minor, someone would have to complete it on her behalf anyway. So I even did this for my husband as well. I completed on his behalf. So it's fine for you to do it on behalf of your relative, okay? It says, when you hover over it, it says, please fill out the immigrant visa application form DS260 with the required information. So we can start that now. So let's click on start now. And it brings you to the getting started page. So this is the online immigrant visa and alien registration application, also known as DS260. So this is where you'll go to fill out the immigrant visa application form. This is a menu of what you will be doing. This is the getting started menu. You'll be doing personal information, address and phone number, information about the family, previous U.S. travel, petitioner information, security and background information, and then social security number. This is where you'll let them know if you want them to go ahead and generate a social security number for your immigrant visa, your relative when they come to the United States, okay? But anyway, I'm jumping ahead of myself. So this is the getting started page. Let's just go over this. This is just a note to let you know if you're inactive for 20 minutes that it will time you out. So it says the data entered will be saved as you advance through the application by clicking the next button. However, the data on the current page will be lost if there's no activity. These are the instructions. It says you selected the online application for the immigrant visa registration. This application is it's for individuals who are applying for an immigrant visa and alien registration. Please have your passport or previous visa information and any other documents relevant to your intended immigration to the U.S. ready and available before you start this application process. It says the following instructions contain important information about the application process. Please read all the instructions carefully. Make sure you read over the getting started instructions. You will select this saying that you've read and understand it. Okay, so this is the first set of information you'll be filling out for your DS260. Personal information will basically be your name. And you'll notice here I have this check because it asks for a full name in native alphabet, which doesn't apply to us, so I just check that. Then it asks, have you used any other names, yes or no, sex, marital status, date and place of birth. So we'll fill out all that information, and then we'll hit next. Okay, so we're moving on to personal information number 2, which is your country of origin, as you can see here. And then you will select your travel document, which will be your passport or whatever other travel document you have. So you will select passport, and then you will need to enter that information, the ID, country of origin, issuance and expiration date. Then you'll need to check if you held any other nationalities other than the one that's listed above. And once you fill that, then you will move forward to the next section, which is your address and phone number. Here's a tip: whenever you're like navigating through the page, like trying to go back and forth, it might pop this up. I would suggest that you save your data, you hit yes. Okay, so this is a section for present and previous address. So you would just enter that information, as well as the date you started living there, any telephone numbers. Also, they asks, have you had any other telephone numbers over the last 5 years? You provide an email address. They said this email address you provide will help use for correspondence purposes. And here, which is something that they've just started doing, is I'm asking for social media handles. So they say select Below each social media platform you've used within the last 5 years, in the space next to the platform's name. So they even ask, do you wish to provide information about your presence on any other websites or applications you've used within the last 5 years? So you'll select that information, then you'll move on to the next section, which is mailing and permanent address. Okay, so the next section is mailing and permanent address. This is where you will put your mailing address. Notice here it says help mailing address. This is the address where we will send your correspondence regarding your case. I would suggest putting the US address to get this information, just to make it easier. I'm doing that personally because she is a minor, and I think that would just work best for us. So I'm going to put the US mailing address. Then they also ask, is this address where you want your permanent resident card? So that question there, is this the address where you want your permanent resident green card mailed? So this section, definitely, this section where it says mailing and permanent address information, make sure that is a US address where you guys will be living and where the person will be, because you will have the ability to have your green card sent to this address. So make sure this is a US mailing address where you guys will be when your loved one comes to the United States, and make sure this address is accurate, correct, because if you check yes, it's coming here, and you want this to be correct because you want to get that green card. Okay, all right, so this field for your permanent address will populate. Please provide the following information on where you intend to live after arrival in the United States. So you'll need to fill that out too. So if you were to check that the above address wasn't your present address, then they will ask you where you're going to live when you get to the US, and then they will ask, is this the address that you want your green card to come to? So yeah, so this will populate afterwards, and just make sure it's the correct address that you want your green card to go. Okay, next guys is family information. This is information about your parents. So they want you to provide information concerning your biological parents. If you are adopted, please provide the following information of your adopted parents. So you will put their names, date of birth, place of birth, they're still alive. See, this information for your father and your mother. Next screen is family information, previous spouse. Do you have any other previous spouses? Yes or no? Then you will go next to the children. So family information for the children is next. This is giving you a note that the Immigration Nationality Act does not allow for derivative status to family members of immediate relatives. So do you have any children? Yes or no? And then the next section is previous U.S. travel information. Have you ever been in the U.S.? Have you ever been in the U.S.? Have you ever been issued a U.S. visa? And have you ever been refused a visa? So you answer yes or no, and then you go forward to the next step, which is about the petitioner. So the next questions is about the petitioner, information about the petitioner. It asks, who is petitioning for you? Who is petitioning for the immigrant? Is it father, mother, brother, sister? And then when you select who's petitioning, they will ask for the information about that person, their name, address, country, telephone number, things of that nature. And then you will move forward to the next question, which is about security and background information. Now we're on questions about security, background, medical, and health information. It says provide complete and accurate information to all questions that require an explanation. A visa may not be issued to persons who are within specific categories defined as inadmissible to the United States. Are any of these applicable to you? A yes does not automatically signify ineligibility for a visa. Please note that you should answer yes to any of the following questions. You may be requested to provide documentation to support your explanation. So do you have a communicable public disease like tuberculosis? Yes or no? Do you have documentations of required vaccination according to U.S. law? Do you have mental or physical disorder that poses as a liability or threat to the safety of yourself or others? And do you have ever been a drug abuser or a drug addict? Okay. Next, under security and background will be criminal information, asking you, have you ever been arrested or convicted, engaged in conspiracy, are you coming to the U.S. to engage in prostitution, unlawful activity, have you ever been involved in money laundering? Then you'll go to another set of security questions. And finally, this is the last section, which is the social security number information. This is very, very important. Notice this note says, provide the following social security number information. Provide complete and accurate information to all questions that require explanation. It asks, have you ever applied for a social security number? If you click no to a question, have you ever applied for a social security card? Click no, then it's going to prompt you, do you want the Social Security Administration to issue a social security card number and card? You select yes. Then it asks, do you authorize the disclosure information from this form to the Department of Homeland Security, the Social Security Administration, and such other U.S. government agencies as may be required for the purpose of assigning you a Social Security number and issuing you a Social Security card? And do you authorize the Social Security Administration to share your Social Security with the Department of Homeland Security? If you answer yes, no, it says if you answer no to this question, you will not receive a Social Security card. So please, 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 for this question, check yes. When you check yes, then once you are approved for your visa, your Social Security card will be automatically created for you and mailed to you. If you click no, then when you get into the U.S., you're going to have to physically go to the Social Security Administration office, fill out forms, bring your documentation to show you are a green card holder. It just will take up more extra time, and which is not necessarily when to apply for your Social Security card. Through this process of just clicking yes makes it so much easier. It says that the response doesn't limit or restrict you from getting it, but the process is going to just take you a little bit longer, so I suggest you click yes for this one. So this will allow them to automatically create your Social Security card, and you don't have to do anything. Once you approve, it will come to you in the mail to that address that you provided in your address and information here. Okay, after you go through all of the sections, it will ask you to review everything. It'll prompt the screen where you can see everything and you confirm that everything is accurate, and then you will come here and hit next to sign and submit. So this is the next sign and submit page you'll need to read. It's telling you to read the following: electronically sign and submit the application. It says it's ready for submission. Please note that this does not necessarily mean that your immigrant visa is complete. Additional information may be needed. By clicking on submit, sign and submit, you're electronically signing the application. You're required to electronically sign the application yourself unless otherwise exempt by regulations. Let's see. It asks, did anyone assist you in filling out this application? I'm going to select yes and put my name because she's a minor. And then, okay, I'll enter our NVC case number and invoice number, the characters listed above, read this link that they provided, check that I've read it and understand it, and then I'll move forward with actually electronically signing the form. As we return to the home page, again covering up our names. You can see what we've done so far. So we have paid all our fees. Affidavit of support, IV fee, all marked as paid. We have submitted our affidavit. Of support documents and our financial evidence, which was our IRS tax transcripts. So now what we have left to do is to start submitting our civil documents. So we'll do that next by clicking on the Start Now button located underneath the civil documents. Okay, this is the page where we will upload our civil documents. Let me pan down the page a little more so you can see. Okay, so as we scroll down, these are the civil documents that are needed. As you notice, the status says these are missing. So these are the documents that we must upload and submit to the site. We need passport, biographic page of our passport. We need photographs, and we're going to need birth certificate. So we're going to need to upload these 3 things. We will just go here and upload document to upload set document, passport, biographic page, upload photographs, and upload birth certificates. So we will go upload all those things. We will hit this submit documents button and go. So guys, as you can see, I have uploaded all of my civil documents that were requested: the passport biographic page, the photos, and the birth certificate. As you can see here, it's marked as uploaded for all 3 civil documents. This was optional. They did not request this, but I took it upon myself to upload my husband and I's marriage certificate because she is our stepdaughter. So this is to confirm how our relationship. We are stepmother and daughter through marriage. So I just decided to upload that. But it wasn't requested. However, although it's saying uploaded, NVC will not get this unless I hit the submit documents. So once you upload everything, you must make sure to come here and click on the submit documents. This is in order for NVC to receive your documents. So I have all my civil documents uploaded, and now I'm going to hit the submit documents button. Again, it gives us this documents submission confirmation. It says your documents will be sent to NVC. If something is missing or incorrect, they will email you. So ask you, are you ready to submit? And then I'm clicking yes. Then this just pop up that lets you know that they have been submitted, and to remind you that everything you submit to bring your original documents to the interview. Now I want to go back just to look at where I am now. So we are back to the home page, and it lets us know that we have completed everything. All our fees are paid. Our affidavit of support form is completed and submitted. Our immigration visa application is completed and submitted. Our civil documents have been submitted. So at this point, we're just waiting for NVC to review everything, and we'll be checking the inbox, which is here. We'll be coming to check this inbox to see if there's any new messages from NVC asking us to like re-upload something, or whatever questions they have for us. I might have to re-upload something. I may need to add something. So we'll just wait for them to tell us what to do. And hopefully they will come back and say you're documentarily qualified. That's what we're looking to see. Once you're documentarily qualified, NVC is saying we have all the documents we need in order to get to the embassy, so we can go ahead and work with the embassy to schedule your interview. So that's what we are hoping for. So right now we're just waiting for them to review and see if they send us any communication about anything we need to do again on our end. And that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys, and look out for the next video. See you soon. Bye.